Hello and welcome to the Minecraft video. Today we're going to be looking again at the bank system. And so this time we're going to be looking at, once we've got a correct combination, how we then get our minecarts. So when a correct combination comes through, this line of redstone will turn off. Now when this line of redstone's off, it will allow this torch here to be on to default, which is on, therefore sending power to here, which, as you'll notice, replicates this power here. And this is an old-fashioned repeater which we got before, which we used before 1.3, where these repeater blocks came in. Now once this signal here is turned off, it will allow this torch here to turn on. Now when this torch turns on, it will send a message to this repeater here and round to back into the torch, turning off again, which will then, the message will go and then it carries on circling. So this is basically a clock generator here. It creates a pulse every now and again. Well, it just turns on and then off and then on and then off. And this is the fastest we can go without this burning out. What burning out is when a pulse comes in too fast to a torch, it will then mean that it can't turn on, so it just kind of fizzes and goes like there. And well, the problem with that is if it burns out too quickly, then we won't have our all our carts come through. So we need a more reliable way of doing this, and we do this by setting up a nice slow clock. But the problem with this slow clock is that it will actually allow more than one minecart to get through at a time, and that's not what we want. We want them to be separate so that they can be easily sorted over there by our pickup zone. So to do this, what we use is a shortener, which when the power comes through, this light will turn off, allowing this light here to turn on, which will then go through and power the hatch. But also, just afterwards, this power here will come through this repeater, turning this torch off as well. So that just continually generates a nice short pulse, like so. So it comes through, this is just flicking, and then this shortens it, so this is just a short blink each time. And then, as you can see there, the minecarts have already gone off. And I've already set it so they come back to me, instead of going into the system. So it's just like that. So to stop this, I simply do that. So that powers that off, powering that on so it can't blink round. Now, as you notice here, this is now switched round, and if you look at the other ones, they're not. This is because this detector rail here... Oh, maybe I should talk about the PES first. I'll talk about the PES first, I think. What the PES basically is just a column of any block you like. Doesn't have to be sandstone. And basically a hatch will trap the cart, you see here. But if we release the cart, release the hatch even, then the cart can come through. That's basically the PES dispenser. It's very simple to build, just 3 blocks, 3 blocks like that. Then you just have another block round here, and then you have to build that up like that, and then you can just put your minecarts in like that, and you'd have a hatch down there as well. Okay, so that's the PES, and then the changing which way it arrives, it's basically an RS NOR latch that switches around the track. And if you remember, in my destination selector we use this same ability of the redstone and the rails, in the fact that we can switch which way the rails go round just by giving it power or no power. Now if we look under here, we will see that there is power currently going through it, which means that it turns up that way, and this is controlled by this detector rail here switching round this RS NOR latch. Now, a little feature here is the fact that this RS NOR latch is actually set by vertical wiring underneath here, just to make it a bit more compact, so we didn't have to make a stairway of redstone. And if you look here, this has come from the detector rail. That torch there is just keeping that face the right way. These ones don't have to change. They're carrying going this way, and nor does this one. That rail does not have to change. We just keep it on all the time. And then, yeah, so when the signal comes through, it will allow this RS NOR latch here to switch round, and then when that switches round, this track also has switched round. But then when the minecart goes up, it goes over this detector rail, and this detector rail powers at a delay, as we see here, this RS NOR latch. The reason we have a delay is to allow each of the carts to enter up into the PES dispenser instead of just the first one closing it off. And as you see here, this resets it just by simply coming up here. Okay, so that's the part 3 of my bank system tutorial. I hope you understood it. This is the more complex bit of the tutorial, so if you can understand this, you're doing well. Thank you very much for watching. I hope to see you next time. Bye.